Okay, going to do a quick perk deck tier list. Show you where all the different perk decks lie, how good they are, so you could more or less have an order of what you should pick up. Starting out with Crew Chief. Yeah, not very good. It's about B tier. You get a little bit of damage reduction, but that's your only sort of sustain. Find it helps crew as well, but it's not enough to live. You don't get any sort of heals, you don't get any proper sustain. You just slowly die, basically. So, in B, next we've got Muscle, solid A right in the middle. You get quite a bit of health, you get quite a bit of health per 5 seconds. You get what, like 3%? So you can definitely live off health, but it's health, not armor, so it's not quite there, but it's still solid. You can run this, A being like, I don't know, Death Wish. Next we have armor. This is A+. It's just a little better than Muscle, but yeah, armor, not health. Next we have Rogue, SS, just because Rogue's insane. Dodge is insane. If you want to do well in Death Sentence, just run Dodge. It's the easiest way. It's really simple. You just get like 75% Dodge with Rogue, and then, yeah, you just don't really get hit that much. It's amazing. Next we've got Crook, A+. It's very similar to Rogue, but you get less dodge, a decent amount less. So it's not quite there. In exchange you get a little bit of armor, but you don't care about your armor. The difference between a suit and a lightweight ballistic vest on Death Sentence, both are just going to get one tapped. So it doesn't matter as much. You need the extra dodge. And also then you have to be picking up like aced in the pockets, which can be a little inconvenient. You can have minor sort of concealment issues if you're running Sneaky Bastard, which you should be with dodge. Yeah, it's not quite there, but still, it's still solid. A+. Next we have Hitman. A. You get a decent amount with the Tooth and Claw, the last card with the... No matter if you get hit or not, your armor still replenishes. That's pretty good. It's a pretty solid effect. Especially if sort of, I don't know, you're running down Heat Street or something, and your armor just regenerates halfway through. It can definitely help quite a lot, but doesn't really give you any other sustain. Gives you a little bit of armor recovery rate, I believe. Still, yeah, it's not quite there. Next we have Burglar. Fine, it's dodge. This is for loud, by the way. Fine is dodge, but it's kind of wonky that you have to be like standing still crouching to get the dodge and stuff. It's a little frustrating, and you don't quite get enough dodge. You get the same amount as Crook, but you don't have the additional armor, so it's just worse than Rogue. You don't have also the like swapping speeds that Rogue gets. You just get sort of pick locking. Cool. If it's stealth, thing, sure, it'd be SS, because it's the best, sort of, for stealth, but this is just for loud. Next, Infiltrator. It's pretty bad. It's not very good. You just get bonuses to your melee, not a huge amount of sustain. Melee builds aren't the most viable in Payday, but yeah, it's not very good. I mean, Sociopath is basically the same thing, but it's a little bit better because you get the panics, you get a lot more healing, but it's still not quite there. It's not very good. Talking of not very good, we've got Gambler. Our first D. D for dog shit. Don't buy Gambler, it's so bad. You see it in so many pubs and it's depressing because it's just bad. Like, oh, I understand it heals the team. It's not a lot of healing, but I understand it does heal the team. But it's like, you have to pick up ammo on a cooldown. It's just not good. It's just, to pick up ammo, generally you need to be where the enemies are. And you're just gonna die. You don't have sort of any good armor recovery, you don't have any like dodge, damage resistance, no, you just die. Okay, next we have Grinder. Grinder's... It used to be a little better, but it kind of got nerfed, or it had quote-unquote bug fixes, which made it a lot worse because you used to be able to deal damage to converts and your own AI to heal, which made it, fine, it was a little broken, but it made it viable. Now it's not as great as it used to be. It's still usable. You get a lot of healing with it, but yeah, it's not quite S. Then we've got Yakuza, our next dog shit. It's, in my opinion, the best for stealth, but loud, it's probably the worst. Honestly, it's just does nothing. You just, oh, I get a little bit of speed. Oh no, it is just, no, it's bad. You just run fast. That's not doing anything for you. You just die. Next we have Ex-President. It's just a worse anarchist now. When it came out, it was pretty solid, but now it's just not quite there. Like, I don't see any situation that you'd ever run it when you could just run anarchist. Fine, it's free, and anarchist is what, Signy DLC? But yeah, it's just not. It's a little bit clunky to actually use as well. I particularly don't like it. In my opinion, it's also just a worse version of Grindr. Use it in very similar situations, but it's still viable if you want it to be. Next we have Maniac. This is all about giving your ally. This is like a better crew chief. It's very similar effects of giving allies the damage reduction, but in a better way, and a lot more of it. And it doesn't give useless stats like 98% stamina, because that's the thing. And then 25 shout distance. Like, yeah, crew chief is a little bit wonky. Maniac's just a better version. In my opinion, I don't really like using it. Maybe I'm just selfish. But if you want to get carried, maybe you'd use it just to help your carry out a little bit if you're new to the game. Yeah, that's the only situation I can see it. I mean, it's fun, but yeah, there's funner stuff. Next we have got Anarchist. Anarchist is really good. Because of the whole bullet gating of you continuously get like a tiny amount of armor, so you should always be able to block that last bullet over and over and over again. It's pretty solid. You can do things like Molotov a huge group and get insane armor on the run. Say if you're on a heat street again, if you're running, you can Molotov the first corner, there's like 4 guys there. And then as you're running, as soon as your armor breaks, Molotov ticks, you get more armor, you can keep on blocking bullets. Pretty good. Not quite as good as dodging on heat street, but still, Anarchist is very good. It's very strong. Not quite there for the SS though, but it's still, it's up there. Next we have got Biker. Finally gives everybody a bit of health and armor, but it doesn't give enough. It's not quite good. It's just, I don't know, it just doesn't give that much. It doesn't give you any good survivability. It's like Anarchist but worse. I guess it's for the whole team, so it can really help the team out, but still, it's not good. It's just, yeah, it's just not good. Next we have Kingpin. Kingpin is solid. Kingpin's probably the closest to SS, but I feel it's not quite next to Rogue. Kingpin's very map situational. If you have a map like Slaughterhouse, where you need to quickly, for like 5 seconds, run through just a cluster, or do a random objective in the middle of nowhere, so Slaughterhouse at the beginning, say fixing the drill. You pop your injector, you tank everything, you let your team do what they need to do while you run, you get to where you need to be, you tank it all, you heal a bit. It's solid. Really, really strong. It takes a lot of skill to use it, and to use it well, it takes probably the most skill in the game. So if you wanna be insane in this game, definitely learn how to play Kingpin. It can really come in handy. Next we've got Sicario. It's that weird wonky dodge one. That's you get a very dynamic amount of dodge. You start out at around 35 dodge, and whenever you don't dodge, you gain dodge. and whenever you dodge, it resets. So it goes all over the place. It just fluctuates up, down, and you also get the smoke bomb. So you get normally a decent amount of dodge. Yeah, and then the smoke bomb sort of just about lifts it to S instead of A+, because the smoke bomb can also like increase dodge on allies, make it very, very good for objectives. Like throw a smoke bomb on objective, everybody can do what they need to do while dodging. Like you can get a hack up to like 95% dodge. What? 95%? Just not get hit. That's stupid insane. Why would you not want to run this stuff? Like, in the perfect world, I would say the best team comp is 1 rogue, 1 Sicario, 2 hackers. That's probably the best. If you want to just easily do death sentence 1 down, just run those 4. Next we have Stoic. This does just get into SS. It's very close between Kingpin and Stoic for these 2 places, but I think it just makes it because it's the best counter to snipers. When you get frustrated with snipers, which I do a lot, you can just chill, play Stoic, calm down with it, because you just tank the sniper, you take a swig and you got all your health back. It's very good. You need to build around it though. You need to make sure you have ARPA, you need to make sure you have hostage taker, you need to sort of have these things. Yeah, it's really good. Especially once you play it correctly, it just works wonders. And it's not as situational as Kingpin. It can work on almost every map. So, had a lot of good stuff, now we're just going back to the bad. Tag team. Oh boy. This is like the perk deck that everybody tries to ignore. We pretend it's not in the game because it's bad. It's real bad. So, you have your gas dispenser, you give it to an ally, you both heal on kills for a little bit. Cool. Why would you run this? I don't know. Like, it's biker, but worse, and biker's in C. Because it only affects 2 out of your 4 people, and it's not all the time. And it's just health, not health and armor. Why? It's just bad. I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I understand what they're going for these. But then, no! No! Ugh. Next we have a hacker. Just the best perk deck in the game. It's just stupid broken OP. I don't know what to say. If you read it and the text and you think it's bad, you read it in game, I understand that, because the text is just wrong. It's just wrong. It just doesn't even mention the passive like 30 dodge that you have. It just doesn't even mention the like better cooldowns and stuff. It just got wrong stuff. It's just busted. You get a consistent 80 dodge, which is 5 more than rogue, and you get the ECMs to just heal with, and to do objectives just stunning everything. It's like infinite flashbangs. Really strong. And you could also use it on stealth. So if you're like Infamy 0, you need your first perk deck, it's free, just pick up Hacker. Why not? It's stupid. It's so good. It's so good. Get it. Just get Hacker. That's it. That's the tier list. Cool.